Okay, this goes out to you guys from I forgot how to do a flip. I had to do one a couple weeks back and I forgot a couple steps. So if you want to jot these steps down, make your model, put your supports in there, then make sure you've got another base here for your wax. That's the whole model. Let's go into here. Step. We'll set the origin to the center. Okay. Next step, we're going to pick two-sided, so we've got two sides. Here, margin, set these to 0. And then depth. Now you can either pick the center, and that red line will go exactly to the center, and that's where it's going to stop at. So it says the model's 8 millimeters thick, by the way, so write that down. Let's just leave this where it is for right now. You can pick center if you want and extend it later, but we'll go right now, right there. New process. I'm not going to get into all this stuff. You guys do what you want to do on your. We'll get to this one. We're going to go partial. We're going to pull that in so we're not milling anything. Don't want to cut off our supports, but get in there close. And then we're going to come here. Now we can take this and bring it up. It was 8 millimeters. I like to go a little bit like below the center line, just a little bit below. It was 4. It was 8, so half was 4. A little bit below the center line. All right. That way it cuts off any swarf. Whatever you're doing, that might be whatever. Set that. Okay. Blah 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 blah. There. Now, come now. Set the machine. First of all, we're going to Z direction. Now, model top edge. The model was 8 millimeters. So let's just say you had a piece of wax that was 10 millimeters. So you got 2 millimeter difference. Whatever your wax is, let's just say though it's 10 and you need it at 8. So take the 8 minus it from the 10 gives you 2 millimeters. So we're going to do it as a double-sided. So we split that number in half and enter in here. So the 2 millimeters, we split it in half, gives us 1 millimeter. So we enter 1 millimeter, meaning that it's going to cut 1 millimeter down before it even starts cutting. So you have 1 millimeter on each side, and gives you back down to your 8 millimeter. Okay, don't forget that step. Now, we're going to set this up. The fixture somewhere around here, okay, but let's just set this up to a 40 and 50, and we're going to move this tool so it goes to the center. So there it is, basically. Now what you want to do is you want to put a piece of flat wax into your flip fixture, clamp it down, take your 1/8 inch end mill. And if you want to jog the machine over closer to the fixture, whatever, but anyway, by hand with the button, the down, up, down button, drill a hole all the way through the wax. Then flip your fixture over and drill a hole about 1 millimeter into the wax and see if the two holes lined up. Now, if they don't line up, you'll see a lip there. So measure the distance that they're off. Measure that little distance, and let's just say, go with a simple fact number, it's about 2 millimeters. So you're 2 millimeters off on the flip. So whatever that number is, take it, divide it by 2, divide it in half, and then jog your Y over that amount. If it's half a millimeter or a millimeter, you're going to jog it a half, but let's just say we're off, so we made it 49, okay? Because we were 2 millimeters off, so I'm going to bring it back, or 4, whatever you had to do, but okay. Set it there. Make sure you get the tool back to the center. Now find a new spot on the wax, on the fixture. Loosen the wax up so you can drill a new hole in the spot of the wax. Drill a hole, flip it over, and see if it's still off. Now, if it's still off a little bit, adjust it a little bit more, and then repeat your hole test there until they line up pretty much perfect where the drill will just fall through the hole. Alright, so those were the important things, and once that's lined up like that, take your wax out, put your tool bit in, put your new the wax you're going to mill in there, you're set to go. Alright, any questions? Go ahead. If I left anything out, I hope I didn't. Well, once you get done with that, let's just say okay, you milled it. Don't forget, then you got to go to the bottom surface, okay? You're basically going to run through the same thing that you did, except you don't have to do a hole test, okay? You don't have to do any of that. Machine, when it stops, should have to be stopped right at the zero area that you already had selected from the first milling side. So all you have to do is, I don't think you have to do much of anything. Maybe double check everything, your partial milling areas. You might have to redo that again. But other than that, that should be it. Any questions, just let me know, guys.